Hi, welcome back to One Humble Knot. Today we're going to be making just a small little case holder. We are following a pattern that I'll put somewhere here. Today we are using just Hobbycraft home brand, I guess, yarn. It's knit craft, and we're doing another color of the Cotton Festival. If you saw my phone holder, you would have seen it was Cotton Festival as well, but it doesn't have a color, so that's one thing I'll call out for Hobbycraft not having the color. But this is the color. It's more slaty blue greens. It's quite nice. I actually like it a lot. Definitely a different vibe to the last one. They only had these two colors in stock, so might have to go back and have a look at the other ones. So right into it. The way we're doing this, so we're going to chain 18. So this is going to be the whole circumference of our little pocket. If you're wanting it to be bigger, you can obviously add more to it, but this is what it will start off with. If you remember from my last one, I did complain about these loops just falling off. Is what it is, I guess. So we've just chained 36. Now we're going to chain 3. We want to make sure we are going not in that one into our next one, because this guy right here is going to be our first stitch, and that's what our chain 3 was doing. So treble stitch for the UK, double for the US, and we're going to do that all the way along for most of the way. We are doing that for, I've got to count it. So we're doing 12. So we're not counting this now, 12 today. Well, we're doing a total of 13, I guess. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're at 13. Then we chain 1. And then we skip 1. We skip 2 stitch. And we go into the 3rd stitch. And once again, this is still a treble crochet. And then we do chain 1, and we go into the same stitch. And then we chain 1. And then we skip the next stitch, and this, so 2 stitches, like what we did on the other side. And then we skip 1, we skip 2, we go in the 3rd. And we do another 13 along. We're at our 13th one, so then we chain 1, and then we're going to do a treble crochet. We go 1, 2, the 3rd one right here, and then chain 1, a treble crochet in the same spot, and then chain 1 again. We have 1, 2, and then we do a treble crochet in this last one. Oh gosh, this first row is always so hard to kind of navigate. Okay, so your first row is going to look something like this. It's not going to look like much at all, but we're going to get there. So now what we're doing, like what we do with any treble crochet, we chain 3, to start the row, chain 1 again, so there'll be a total of chain 4, and we do a treble crochet in this little gap here. So we're in the center, treble, chain 1, and another treble, and then chain 1. So each time you get to one of these, so this guy or this guy, this is what we're repeating all the way up. This is going to be the sides of our case. So now we are going to, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to treble crochet 6, and we're just going through the middle. We're not doing front loop or back loop, just straight through the middle. So then we chain 2, 1, 2, and we only skip 1. So we're just skipping this 1, and then we're going to treble crochet another 6. So we skip this one, just so you can see, skip this one, go straight into this guy here. Okay, so now we've made it to our repeat. Okay, so what we do in this section is what we do here, and vice versa. So you'll be starting with each side, but they are going to be a replica of the other one. So we treat this, that was out like similar to our chain. So we go 1 and then 2 treble crochets in here. Oh, sorry, 1 treble crochet, chain, and a second treble crochet, chain. And then we're going to treble crochet 6. Skipping 1 and then another 6. This is what it's looking like so far. We're getting there. Now for row 3, we, like always, chain 3, 2, 3. Sorry, this little loop here is annoying me. Okay, so chain 3, and now we're going to treble crochet 3, we're going to chain 3, and then we are going to do a double crochet into this chain down here. So single crochet for the US, double crochet for the UK, and then chain another 3. Okay. Now we're skipping these 2 because that's like what we did on this side. So 1, 2, and then we're going to start 4 treble crochets from here. Okay, and we're back to our little V crochet situation. So like always, chain 1, treble crochet in the middle, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1. Now we're going to start from here. We're going to do 4 trebles, and then we'd chain 3, double crochet in the center of that chain, chain 3. Once again, skip the 2, 1, 2, and we're starting here. We chain 1, treble crochet in the middle of this V, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, and then in here we'll do our final treble. So to find where it is, you go 1, 2, 3. It's right in this guy here. Let's bring that a bit closer, hey? So we go 1, 2, 3, because that's a chain. When it is a chain leading to another chain, it's better to go in the center because it'll properly pull it up. If you just go around, there will be like a bit of a warping. So that will help keep your edge a little bit straight. As this is going to end up joining together, it's not too much of a worry, to be honest, but always something good to keep in mind. Okay. So that's our next row. Now we flip over, chain 3, and then chain a 4th to do our treble crochet in the middle of our V, chain 1, treble, chain 1. Just doing 2 treble crochets starting from here. One, 2. Now we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do a double crochet in the middle of this chain. And then we chain another 3. Double in the next chain. And another 3. We skip these 2, so 1, 2, and then we do 2 doubles. 2 treble crochets. And now we're back to our next V. So we just rinse and repeat what we do each time once we get to the V. Now we repeat the same on this side. And we're pulling through. Now you can start seeing a little pattern coming along. Things will start kind of making sense. Our V's will actually start looking like V's opposed to little clumps. Something's happening. I think that's the exciting part with doing any of these kind of tapestry crochets or mesh crochets, chain crochets, whatever you want to call this kind of style, is that the first 2 kind of 3 rows, it looks a bit messy, and then you get halfway along the pattern and you're like, oh, this is looking like something. So if that's giving you a bit of confidence, we're halfway along. We're going to chain 3, and then we do treble crochet, we do another treble crochet. No, we're going to go around the chain. I want it to look a little bit more wrapped and clean. 1, and we're doing 2. So 3 treble crochets as a total. Then we chain 3. Then we do a double crochet in this middle one. Chain 3. 2 treble crochets in this chain. To just explain what we did chain 3, a treble above the stitch below, 2 trebles on the chain, chain 3, double in the middle chain, chain 3 again, 2 trebles on the next chain, a treble in the stitch below, and another treble on the stitch below. Now we're back to our V. And I know it's getting confusing, treble, chain, and things like that, but you've got this. So we'll continue with what we always do with the V, the chain 1 and trebles. And we're going to repeat on the next side. Perfect. I'm excited because I'm using color changing yarn and we're finally seeing the color change. It's not just a shadow. Once again, chain 3. And we chain a 4th. Like we always do for our little V. Okay. Treble in the next 4 stitches. And then 2 trebles on this chain. Chain 1. 2 trebles on the next chain. And then 4 trebles going over the stitches below. Now we're back at our V, so chain 1, treble, and we repeat what we did on this side over here. Now you can really see the color changing yarn. Okay, so you can see we're getting to a point where we go out to go back in. So you kind of see the image that we're going for here. And now, so we've done, you've got this row, these 2 are copies, these 2 are copies, and now we're doing this row. So super nice and easy. We're going to do once again 13 trebles. We'll do the V, 13 trebles, and then you do the V again. Chain 3. This will technically be 12, but then this section is going to be 13 as we're treating this as our first chain. Okay, so I wish the way this yarn changed colors was a little bit more gradual, but that's fine. Okay, so from here, what we're actually going to do, this is how small I want my case to be. So what we are going to do is crochet our 2 edges together. So to begin doing that, we've got, if you like this pattern, that's what I was going to say. If you like this pattern and you want it to keep going outwards or that way, all you do is just repeat this guy right here. And then from this stitch, you can either decide to do another row, repeat this row, and then start from here again, or you could also have just a thin row, so it's up to you what you want to do, but this is a nice little basis right here. So we're going to fold these 2 bits in half, and from our chain, so go chain 1, 2, 3, we're going to poke this guy through. I've got lots of fluff on my hands today. We'll grab that guy and just pull through. Next chain, same thing. Looks like we half lost him. There we go. Next chain. Because the other side is a treble crochet, we are just going through the chain and then we're doing it over. So this side, I'll go through this a couple times. So that was a chain. This side here is a treble, so we're going through, and then our other side here is a chain, so we're actually going to go into the chain and pull through. We go under the treble into the next chain and just slip stitch to pull through. You don't have to do this way, but this is a good way to kind of keep it a bit more, I would just say, secure in a way. So we're going to repeat that all the way along. So we got our first chain here against the next treble, pull through, next one, and you just keep going along until we get to the end. From here we do just simply tie this off. Okay, now we flip it around, and if you pull it out, there shouldn't be too much of a line. Now I quite like this bottom side being, this part being the bottom and that part being the top, opposed to this way. Nice and easy. And we're going to do 13. Okay, now we are going to just do double crochets all along. So we're not going, this is our 13th, that's number 12. We're going to start in number 11 because this single crochet, a single chain, is going to treat as our double crochet. So now just double crochet for 11. So we've done that along, we flip it over, chain 1, and we're going to go back again for another 11. Okay, so now we're done. So that was row 1, we've done row 2. And we're going to do the exact same for row 3 and row 4. Okay, so we did our 5th row. What we're going to do now, we've turned this back inside out, so the way that you joint the 2 corners together, like edges together, that's going to be your inside out. So we line up with the corner, and we're actually going to do some double crochets just to keep it a bit more like set in. So we start from this one, keep it nice and flat, and we go in. Oh, sometimes I find it hard joining 2 pieces together, to begin with. If you want to do, there we go. If you wanted to do a slip stitch, like a invisible stitch along or like a slip stitch, you're more than welcome to. This is just how I'm wanting to join them today. So you're doing your double crochets together, doing the chain with the chain. It's nice and easy because this is going to be the top of your crochet that you just did. So the loops are going to be really easy to find and get into. So now you're at your end. You should be lining up with the end there as well. Now line these sections up. This is going to be a little bit harder because it is more of a chain. So just do your best to meet up the edges with the chain. Because this is the base as well, feel free to add in a few extra little crochet stitches. So I just did 2 in that first chain. Go on the side. This should reinforce it just a little bit more. Now we're going to do the same along here and back around until we're back to the start. Okay, so you would have joined up your bottom section. So if we flip it the right way around, now we're going to do, so now you've got a little pouch, just a little pouch, and we're going to do a little lid for it. So very similar to this guy here. We're going to do a little crochet and it's going to go over. We're starting again. What we're going to do, we have our 2 sides. So we're going to do a little slip stitch to begin. Okay. And we're actually going to double crochet it together. So we're kind of reducing this corner a little. And then we go into the next one as well. And we're reducing that corner into 1. Okay. Now you just do a double crochet along. So you've just done a double crochet across right at the last 2. And we're going to do a little reduction. So into that one, into the next one, pull through. And then we're going to reduce this corner slightly as well. Okay. Now we're going to switch around, flip it over, chain 1, and we just do doubles all the way along. We do this, so we've just gone across and done our doubles with the reduction, our normal double. We want to loop it onto this chain, just a nice little slip stitch, nothing major, and then we keep going across. And then we do a chain, and we keep going across. This is going to help the lid close properly and be a bit more secure and a bit more intact. So do this across till you reach the end. Here we do another little slip stitch, chain 1, and we're going to crochet across. So we've done 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to go now crochet across and do that for 3 rows. We're not going to attach it onto anything, just out in 3. Okay, so from here you'll have something looking like this. What you're going to do, okay, so we're going to chain 1 like always. Now instead of going into these stitches here, we're actually going to be going into these stitches. What we're going to do is go into this first one here, we do a double, and then the next one, and we're going to do that all along. So we're going in the join here. This is going to change our direction. So I've been crocheting. And make sure you go in the last one as well. This will create almost a little bit of a corner. So you can see now the top of it is facing this way here. So now we go around. We do chain one. And we're just going to do doubles all the way along again. You need to make sure you're doing it in the one that you just did, not the one above, because now we're changing that direction. Sorry, I can't seem to just stay in screen today. Now that there's a bit of a corner going on here, so we have a corner and that's going to help it go down. So if there's not an exact corner, you haven't crocheted it on the correct bit. So see how that even just sticks up? We've got our little corner. So we're going to chain one, and then we're going to go for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll chain, sorry, we're not chain. We double crocheted for 4, chain 3, and then double crochet to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, which should be 5. And in theory, this is going to be our little buttonhole. So that's going to end up right about here. Chain 1, double crochet for 4, and then double crochet 3, 2, 3, and then double crochet the remaining 5. Okay. So I'm going to go get a button to suit this one. We're going to attach it in. So to finish, we're going to tie this off. So I went to my button collection, found this little button. It matches this little bit of yellow there. This stupid thread doesn't want to hide away, so we're just going to have to cut him off. There we go. And that's our little pouch right there. All done. When you've got something in there, it's going to help with the corners and everything like that. But that is what our little pouch looks like. Perfect. So that was a nice, quick, easy one for you right here. Let me know what you think. Let's see what colors you end up doing. Anything that you, any feedback and stuff like that. But it would be great if you could leave a like and subscribe, so I know that I have people actually interested in this. But for now, have a great day and thanks for watching.